Back for its 5th year, Space Center Houston is inviting you to the 2026 Moon to Mars Festival presented by Wellby Financial. It is the ultimate space-themed staycation, perfect for making memories with the whole family. Here with details on this unique event and sharing how you can enter to win a 4-pack of VIP tickets to see the Wallflowers in concert are Keisha Bullock with Space Center Houston and Marty Pell, President and CEO of Wellby Financial. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
All right, so in the commercial break, what we always do is have somebody like do a 10 count so we can check their microphone. Okay, so the space person starts counting by saying
10, 9, 8. We count down to launch, right?
Launch off. Of course, the financial guy wants to build your wealth, so you started with 1, 2, 3, 4.
Exactly.
Right.
So
we're building up.
Yeah.
This is why it's such a good partnership.
Exactly. Okay, for people who are new here, we underestimate how many thousands of people move to Houston every month. Tell them what Space Center Houston is.
Well, we are the official visitor center of NASA Johnson Space Center, and we're so proud to be that. When you come to Space Center Houston, you are in for a treat because we are all about the past, present, and the future of space exploration. And now is no better time to come visit Space Center Houston, not just because of the Moon to Mars Festival, but we are about to go back to the moon as well.
And you encourage those STEM careers, which we know are more now probably than ever before, because we are, we're off the farm. We're into space.
Yeah. I mean, STEM careers are so important and so integral to our society now and to our workforce. And so at Space Center Houston, we have learning programs from littles to adult executive education, really, and programs to help people enter the STEM workforce. There's a big gap in our community in STEM careers, and so we need.
In fact, we're going to talk about a little bit later just the idea of closing the gap on literacy. We have to get there too, right?
Right, absolutely. It all goes together. So learning to read well, write well. But what we're really about at Space Center Houston is really how do we turn that curiosity into confidence? Because that's what you need no matter what career you go into, but certainly in those STEM careers.
And you're so right about the confidence part, because if you really stop to think about it, if someone said, listen, what if we could get this big heavy piece of metal with seats in it up in the sky and it can take people places really quickly?
Right.
It's like, you're crazy, that's crazy talk.
Right.
You stop saying that. But that is kind of at the stem of like not saying what you can't do, but focusing on what you can do. Yeah. All right, where did you grow up?
I grew up on the East Coast, so I'm a Maryland girl, 3 years in Houston.
Yeah, so when you first got here, what was this thing, because our nickname is Space City, but when you're off in Maryland, you're not thinking about that, you think about your own state.
Absolutely.
So through fresh eyes when you first saw it.
I think, one of the things when I saw Space Center Houston, and I see this in our guests that come to visit us every day, it's just the awe and wonder as soon as you walk through our doors. You're 10 paces out of the parking lot, and you come in and you see all these flown artifacts, people there, you might run into an astronaut. You never know who you're going to run into at Space Center Houston. And then the opportunity to go to Johnson Space Center, where our astronauts train and our missions are commanded. I mean, that's fantastic. You can't get that anywhere else.
And Marty, you grew up where you knew about a space program out there, but it didn't resonate as much because you're far removed from Space City. Where'd you grow up?
Grew up in Princeton, West Virginia.
Oh wow. Okay. So when you first got here and you saw Space Center Houston, what was it like through your fresh eyes?
So I would say even driving by it is eye-opening, because there's a shuttle right there as you drive by the property, and it immediately fills you with inspiration. What could be, what is possible. And at Wellby Financial, that's what we're all about. We want to support people on their financial journeys to dream about what is possible in their lives.
Yeah, you never know when you're supporting the employees that will come work for you one day, right? All right, Space Center Houston Moon to Mars Festival. Okay, we're still marching toward getting to Mars.
Absolutely, and so this is our festival in its 5th year. And think about this. This is a place where you're going to be able to come and experience hands-on science, learning, but also have a lot of fun. So our 5th year, you're going to have interactive opportunities to see what it's like, how astronauts train, engage in hands-on science there, all in a really fun festival format. And then at night, we bring in our concerts. And so this year, music of my generation, certainly with the Wallflowers on Friday night and then 311 on Saturday night.
Well, you're a financial institution, so you certainly know when you have a local economy that's doing well, right? You do well. And that's part of the reason why you want to invest in our community and support something like this.
Absolutely. And what's fascinating is we share an origination story. Both of our organizations were founded originally to support our heroes in the space exploration community. Space Center Houston is the tourism angle, and we were the credit union founded originally to serve the employees of NASA and their families. So that bond just creates a special relationship and a legacy that we're proud to honor.
I was talking to a friend of mine the other day who she's a travel expert, and she's like, oh, if you have not planned your spring break yet, too bad for you. Well, contraire. Because you put the kids in the car and go, okay, right, we're going someplace,
Exactly,
right? But the cool thing about it is that they're not disappointed that they're not someplace else in some other state,
Absolutely.
because you have so much right there. And if you've been before, go back. Every time I go, even the things I've seen before, I still stop and marvel at it.
Worth experiencing again, and then we always have something new available to you, and then certainly you can enjoy the festival. So we say for folks, you know, we would want to have a word with that travel planner, because there are absolutely things that you can do here at Space Center. If you're coming into town and new to Houston, or you're traveling here for spring break, or you're staying here, Moon to Mars Festival, come see the center, stay for the day, enjoy the concerts and the festival in the evening as well.
You have hands-on activities, you know, cutting-edge space tech, over 400 space artifacts, immersive experiences like the Moonwalkers, a journey with Tom Hanks. There's
yes.
just so many different things. Every corner that you turn and look at, and of course, there's the, you know, I always end up, I never get out of there without going to the store.
Absolutely. I think we have one of the best retail locations in Houston. So
Yeah.
they're both there.
My son's first Halloween costume was the little
Oh,
astronaut.
yes.
Yeah. So, you know, Space Center Houston, you also have like members that can.
We do. It's
Memberships.
no better time to become a membership, because when you are a member, you get unlimited visits. And so it's a great time. Moon to Mars, also you get special entry, special opportunities. We have a Space Center Houston member lounge that's very close to our Wellby member lounge too. So membership is a great opportunity, especially for our young families here in Houston, because you get to come anytime you want, but our members get first looks, special events, early access, so all of those things, and it's a really affordable price. So great way to stay active here in Houston.
Okay, I'm gonna end with a curveball here. Do you think we're the only ones, Marty?
I do.
You think we're the only ones on Earth? Like, all out in that vast space, there's nobody else out there.
I do.
It's just us. I remember asking some astronauts that, and they said they would, when they got up in space and they looked at the view of Earth, they said it was so amazingly beautiful, there could not be anybody else, there could not be another. Then they turned the other direction, looked at the vastness of space, and said, we're not alone. All right, the Moon to Mars Festival, presented by Wellby Financial, takes place Wednesday, March 11th through Saturday, March 14th at Space Center Houston. Tickets are available online at spacecenter.org. Fill your spring break with family-friendly space-themed activities, delicious food and drinks, and amazing concerts under the stars. And you can also just drive back home after you're done with the day. You can also enter our sweepstakes to win a 4-pack of VIP tickets to see Grammy-winning band the Wallflowers, a Space Center Houston family membership, and a commemorative Moon to Mars poster. Visit khou.com/contest beginning at 10 a.m. today. That's by the end of the show, and ending on March 9th for your chance to win big.